Have you ever wondered why, despite your best efforts to eat healthy, your cholesterol numbers just won't budge? Maybe you've cut back on fried foods, started walking every morning, and even swapped out your cooking oil for something heart-healthy. Yet every time you visit your doctor, you hear the same warning. Your cholesterol is still high. It's frustrating, isn't it? You're not alone. Millions of people, especially those over 50, are fighting the same silent battle. But what if I told you that the real problem might not be what you're avoiding, but what you're eating every single day, without even realizing the damage it's causing? Today, we're going to uncover the 15 worst foods for cholesterol. Foods that sneak into your daily meals, foods you might even think are healthy, but are quietly sabotaging your heart health. Some of these will surprise you. Some might even be in your kitchen right now. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to avoid and, more importantly, what to eat instead, so you can finally take control of your cholesterol and protect your heart for years to come. Let's start with a simple truth. Cholesterol isn't just about what you fry or how much butter you use. It's about the hidden ingredients, the processed foods, and even some so-called healthy options that can send your cholesterol soaring. The worst part? The damage is slow, silent, and often invisible until it's too late. But knowledge is power, and today you're about to get the knowledge that could change your life. So, if you care about your heart, your future, and your independence, stay with me until the end. And if you find even one food on this list that you eat regularly, let me know in the comments. You might be surprised how many others are in the same boat. Let's begin with the first food on our list, one that's probably in your breakfast routine right now. Processed breakfast cereals. You wake up, pour yourself a bowl of cereal, and think you're starting your day right. But most breakfast cereals, even the ones labeled whole grain or low fat, are loaded with added sugars and refined grains. These spike your blood sugar, trigger inflammation, and can raise your LDL cholesterol over time. The worst offenders? Flavored cereals, granolas, and anything with a cartoon character on the box. Swap these for plain oats or homemade muesli with fresh fruit. White bread and refined grains. White bread, white rice, and regular pasta might taste comforting, but they're stripped of fiber and nutrients. These refined grains break down quickly into sugar, which your body converts to fat, including the kind that raises cholesterol. Instead, choose whole grain bread, brown rice, or quinoa to keep your heart happy. Commercial baked goods. Muffins, pastries, donuts, and cookies are everywhere, from your local bakery to your kitchen counter. But they're packed with trans fats, saturated fats, and added sugars. Even low-fat or sugar-free versions often contain hidden unhealthy oils. These foods not only raise your cholesterol, but also increase your risk of heart disease. If you crave something sweet, try baking at home with heart-healthy ingredients. Processed meats. Bacon, sausage, hot dogs, and deli meats are convenient, but they're some of the worst foods for cholesterol. They're high in saturated fat, sodium, and preservatives like nitrates, which can damage your blood vessels. Even lean or turkey versions aren't much better. Limit these as much as possible and opt for fresh, lean cuts of meat or plant-based proteins. Fried foods. French fries, fried chicken, onion rings, these are obvious culprits. But even homemade fried foods can be dangerous if you use the wrong oils or fry at high temperatures. Frying creates trans fats, which are proven to raise LDL, or bad cholesterol, and lower HDL, or good cholesterol. Instead, try baking, grilling, or air frying for a crispy texture without the health risks. Full-fat dairy products. Whole milk, cheese, cream, and butter are rich in saturated fats. While a little cheese or butter isn't the end of the world, regular consumption can raise your cholesterol over time. Choose low-fat or non-dairy alternatives, and use cheese and butter as occasional treats, not daily staples. Fast food. Burgers, pizza, fried chicken, and milkshakes. Fast food is a triple threat, high in saturated fat, trans fat, and sodium. Even salads from fast food restaurants can be loaded with unhealthy dressings and toppings. If you must eat out, look for grilled options, skip the fries, and watch your portion sizes. Potato chips and snack foods. Chips, crackers, and other packaged snacks are often fried in unhealthy oils and loaded with salt. Even baked or veggie chips can be high in refined carbs and sodium. These snacks are easy to overeat, and the damage adds up quickly. Try air-popped popcorn, nuts, or sliced veggies for a heart-healthy crunch. Store-bought salad dressings. You might think you're making a healthy choice by eating salad, but many bottled dressings are full of trans fats, added sugars, and preservatives. Creamy dressings like ranch and Caesar are the worst offenders. Make your own dressing with olive oil, lemon juice, and herbs for a cholesterol-friendly option. Ice cream and frozen desserts. Ice cream, frozen yogurt, and milkshakes are high in saturated fat and sugar. Even low-fat or sugar-free versions can contain unhealthy additives. These treats can raise your cholesterol and add empty calories to your diet. If you want something cold and sweet, try frozen fruit or a homemade smoothie with low-fat yogurt. Now, let's move on to the next 5 foods that could be quietly raising your cholesterol every single day. Margarine and shortening. For years, margarine was marketed as a healthier alternative to butter, but many margarines and shortenings are made with partially hydrogenated oils, a major source of trans fats. These fats are even worse for your cholesterol than saturated fats, raising your LDL and lowering your HDL. Always check labels and choose spreads made with olive oil or avocado oil. Canned soups and instant noodles. Canned soups and instant noodles are quick and easy, but they're often loaded with sodium, unhealthy fats, and preservatives. High sodium intake can raise your blood pressure and worsen cholesterol problems. If you love soup, make it at home with fresh ingredients and limit the salt. Energy bars and protein bars. Many energy and protein bars are just candy bars in disguise. They're packed with sugar, unhealthy oils, and artificial ingredients. Some even contain trans fats. Always read the label and look for bars with whole food ingredients, low sugar, and healthy fats. Coffee creamers. Flavored coffee creamers may seem harmless, but they're often made with hydrogenated oils, artificial flavors, and added sugars. These can raise your cholesterol and add unnecessary calories to your morning routine. Use a splash of low-fat milk or unsweetened plant-based milk instead. Restaurant and takeout foods. Even if you avoid obvious fast food, many restaurant meals are cooked with butter, cream, and unhealthy oils. Sauces, gravies, and even healthy menu items can be loaded with hidden fats and salt. When eating out, ask for dressings and sauces on the side. Choose grilled or steamed dishes, And don't be afraid to ask how your food is prepared. Now that you know the 15 worst foods for cholesterol, you might be feeling overwhelmed. But here's the good news. Every small change you make adds up. You don't have to give up everything you love overnight. Start by swapping out just 1 or 2 of these foods each week. If you found any of your daily foods on this list, share your experience in the comments.